Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Car Stories. Today, we take you on a journey back in time to explore history. This car, Chevrolet Nova 1971 United States, stands as a memorable chapter in American automotive history. A compact car with a powerful presence, the Nova was more than just a means of transportation. It was a reflection of its era. Built during a time of change in the auto industry, the 71 Nova balanced muscle, affordability, and style, making it a favorite among car lovers then and now. The BY 1971, the Nova had already cemented its place in the Chevrolet lineup. Originally introduced as the Chevy 2 in 1962, the car had gone through several design evolutions. The third generation, which began in 1968, featured a more aggressive and sporty appearance, something that resonated with the youth market of the late 60s and early 70s. The 1971 model carried forward that design with a few refinements. From the outside, the 71 Nova had a simple yet commanding look. Its clean lines, slightly sloping fastback roof, and wide stance gave it a muscular character without going over the top. It wasn't flashy, but it had an undeniable presence, especially when equipped with rally wheels and a factory stripe package. The Nova's proportions made it look fast even when it was standing still. The grille design was slightly updated in 1971 with a finer mesh pattern, and parking lights were integrated neatly into the bumper. The rear featured rectangular taillights set into a chrome-accented panel, keeping with the car's clean and purposeful look. Buyers could choose from a range of factory colors that perfectly captured the spirit of the era. Shades like lime green, cranberry red, and antique green stood out on the road. Inside, the 1971 Nova was straightforward and driver-focused. The dashboard was clean and uncluttered, with easy-to-read gauges and functional controls. You wouldn't find luxury touches here, but the Nova wasn't about that. It was about the driving experience. Still, buyers could opt for features like vinyl bucket seats, a center console, and even an AM/FM radio, which was a bit of a premium option at the time. Chevrolet offered several engine choices for the 1971 Nova, allowing buyers to tailor the car to their needs and budget. The base engine was a 250 cubic inch inline-six, which provided reliable everyday performance. But for those who craved more power, there were small block V8 options, including the 307 and 350 cubic inch engines. Perhaps the most exciting choice was the optional SS package, which turned the Nova into a legitimate muscle car. With the SS, buyers could get the 350 V8 producing up to 270 horsepower, along with upgraded suspension, power front disc brakes, and distinct badging. While the Nova SS didn't have the same street cred as a Chevelle SS or a Camaro Z28, it offered serious performance in a smaller, more affordable package. In terms of performance, the V8 powered Novas were quick off the line and responsive on the open road. They weren't built for precision cornering, but they had the raw straight-line speed that muscle car fans loved. The lighter body compared to bigger muscle cars made the Nova a nimble street machine, and many owners modified them further for drag racing. The Nova's affordability and availability made it a favorite for young enthusiasts. It was common to see Novas at local drag strips and car meets, often with aftermarket headers, upgraded carburetors, and custom paint. The car's simple construction made it easy to work on, and parts were widely available, a trait that helped keep these cars on the road for decades. Sales for the 1971 Nova were strong. Chevrolet sold over 194,000 units that year, with the majority being the two-door coupe version. This popularity helped secure the Nova's place in American car culture, where it continues to be celebrated as one of the most accessible muscle cars of its time. The Nova also had a unique versatility. While some buyers went for performance, others appreciated its role as a reliable family car. It could serve as a daily driver during the week and a weekend hot rod when needed. That dual personality made it stand out in a crowded market. Safety regulations were beginning to influence car design by 1971, and while the Nova still maintained its clean look, Chevrolet started including features like side marker lights and energy-absorbing steering columns. These updates were subtle but important, showing how the industry was slowly shifting toward more regulated safety standards. Collectors today appreciate the 1971 Nova for its blend of simplicity and performance. While not as high profile as some of its bigger muscle car siblings, it holds a special place in the hearts of those who value understated power. Restored Novas often make appearances at classic car shows, and original survivors are increasingly hard to find. The restoration community around the Nova is still active. Enthusiasts trade stories, parts, and advice online and at car events across the country. Whether it's a fully restored SS or a patina-rich survivor, each 1971 Nova tells its own story of a time when cars were both personal and powerful. Many owners today talk about their first Nova with nostalgia. Some inherited them from family. Others bought them as their first car. It's common to hear stories of weekend cruises, late-night garage work, and the joy of hearing that V8 rumble after a long rebuild. These stories keep the spirit of the car alive for future generations. The Nova's simplicity is part of what makes it timeless. There are no complex electronics, no driving modes, no digital screens, just a driver, an engine, and the road ahead. In today's world of over-engineered vehicles, that kind of raw connection is something truly special. Looking back at the 1971 Chevrolet Nova, it's clear that this car was more than just another model year in Chevrolet's lineup. It was a symbol of what made American cars of the era great: powerful engines, personal style, and a strong community of drivers who loved every minute behind the wheel. And that's why, even after more than 50 years, the 1971 Nova still earns its place in our hearts, our garages, and our stories. It may not have been the loudest or the flashiest, but it was honest, dependable, and full of character, just like the people who drove them. That's what makes the Nova a true classic.